just going to do a little driving in the G8. Got a trip to make. So I'm actually going to find out the average mile per gallon for what the computer is going to tell me and see where it's at before I do any more mods. Now really the only thing I've done to this, change the plugs. Obviously I put the E3s in it. I put a green high flow air filter in it. Now the box lid is a stock box lid, but it's a GT box lid, so it has a slightly larger opening before the mass airflow sensor, and I did go out and smooth all the edges and everything, hoping for better airflow. Whether or not that helps, who knows. Intake manifold, obviously I ported it all out and all that, and got a gasket matched and smoothed up a lot of edges. So there's that. New alternator, belt tensioner, and belt. Change the oil. And, well, that's really about it. I have no engine lights. The only thing I am showing on the computer with my handheld is an evap issue, which apparently I'm finding out is the loose gas cap problem, which I looked on forums. Several other people have this where the gas cap will periodically come loose. Other than that, I have no engine codes, none of that. So now I feel it's a good time to test miles per gallon before any more mods. Now understandably, a lot of people saying mods don't help fuel economy at all. The mass airflow and some of the other sensors will keep it at the miles per gallon it always is. I don't 100% believe that is true, because some mods, you add more air, it's going to want to add more gas, which is going to actually can hurt your fuel economy. So, but with some mods, if the engine is allowed to breathe better and perform better, you technically don't have to give it as much throttle to hold the same speed as you were before. But of course that is more true on older vehicles with drive-by-wire, or even especially on older carbureted engines. Now this, with the electronic throttle position sensor, it may not be so true. But you know what? I'll give it a shot anyway, because I'm curious about it, and I'm sure some of you are. And I kind of want to see if modding this will affect anything. Whether it be good or bad, who knows yet, but I feel it's a good test, because if it is true, like some people say, mods won't affect the gas mileage, of course, while you're cruising around, then that's a great thing, because if you make the car have more power and it still has the same fuel economy, hey, that's a win to me anyway. So, let's just go ahead and give it a good little test run and see where it goes from there. Check it out. So let's get going. There we go. Now that's done. Let's figure out ours. they're being rehomed across the highway, the direction he was facing. You can actually hear the highway right over there. And this is the direction he's facing. It's far enough away. And the other one I found. There we go. Alright, now there it is. Overall, 24 miles per gallon. Not bad. Now, before the GoPro died, well, went down, dropped off the box turtles, down a small little, not even a road, it's just a gravel area to get back there, dropped them off. On the way back, ran into a couple stop signs, or stop lights. Seems like I had to stop at every one of them, so that kind of made it fluctuate a little bit there. But 24 miles per gallon at 162,000 miles on this thing, I feels pretty good when the stock spec was 25 miles per gallon on the highway. Now, their highway compared to my highway, I have no idea what highway they used, what their highway was like. If it was just a, let's say like typical my interstate around here, 65 mile an hour, obviously it's traffic, no stoplights, none of that. Highway I use, obviously, stoplights. There's small towns going through where you had to slow down the speed back up. A lot of hills. Of course, I did travel through one of the small towns, so it wasn't all highway on this, but you know what? I feel that being 25 on the highway and getting 24 was not bad. Now, everything is still pretty well stocked as far as I know, obviously except the high flow filter. The spark plugs are not OEM recommended. Obviously porting out the intake, that's a bit different than stock. And of course, I did change the oil and actually upped it just a little bit from factory specs, so, and it seems to really enjoy it, so I feel that's a good thing. No problems, smooth, easy riding down the highway. So, and now with the baseline number, we can go ahead and see what happens from here. And because I got several mods in mind, some for performance obviously, others for reliability, so let's see what happens with that. Now, of course, between now and the time I redo this test, I may have to change some sensors, I don't know yet. The upstream O2 sensors is probably something I'll change. The gas cap, it's not throwing the engine light until it gets too loose, but it still on the scanner shows the evap thing, so I'm going to look into getting another cap for that. I don't know if that'll affect it any or not. It may just a little bit, who knows. But we'll just see how this goes about. And what I'm going to try to do, if I can remember, when I get all this done and then take it back out and around and test it again, I'm going to go the exact same route, including on the way back, that little side road and all that. But of course, those stop lights, I can't predict if I'm going to have to stop there again like I did this time. So, but I feel I can get a pretty close comparison. So stick around for that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for watching.